Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Yet again, it's me. So, I know I've already been on. I've changed my top. That was getting a little bit scratchy, so I had to take it off. And yes, I put my hair up because it was getting in my eyes. So, the reason I've popped on again is because I have just got the newest edition of Simply Crochet magazine. I thought it'd be nice if I popped on and we had a look at it together. So I keep getting a bit of messages really to say that my latte cakes have disappeared, and they have. That's because those little guys there were my latest tutorial, little Easter project, and it was all too much on the surface here, so I had to clear the decks to do the tutorial. I could have done it in the front room, but I figured, you know, if I got interrupted, if like Gary came back from where he was, then he would walk straight into the front room, whereas he wouldn't come straight in the yarn room, and I could pause it without too much hassle. Plus, you know, that's what it was really intended for me to use it for, and the table isn't the nicest table, so I'll do it in here. Sometimes I'll do it out there. When I get a new table, I might be out there quite a bit. Depends on the lighting, I find. Anyway, let's crack this baby open. So the latte cakes are nice and safe and secure in that little cubby there, so they're fine. They're still here. I haven't used them yet. I will do. Goodness, it doesn't want to come out. It's stuck. Literally is stuck on something. Well, it doesn't feel like that there's a gift in this one. And I know Creative Grandma was it was actually stuck. Was a bit cross because a lot of these magazines, when you subscribe, they don't give you the gift. But I've not found that with Simply Crochet. What are you stuck on? All right, we're getting in there now. What it is, the magazine's not stuck, but there's something that is. It's just this, but it's kind of stuck to the envelope. Right, we're off. Well, I had to obliterate the envelope to get in. So what was stuck then? Saved 60% when you subscribe to Simply Embroidery. Well, I'm sure that is a lovely magazine, but I don't think my eyes would appreciate it, to be honest with you. Not in the slightest. So what we got? Another thing for me to buy flowers. And then we've got 2 magazines. So we've got an amigurumi book. That's the, I guess, the free gift this time is an amigurumi book. So let's have a look. Oh, look. Isn't that just cute? That is. If I was the sort of person to whip up amigurumi, I would. Oh, wow. Look at that one. Isn't that just darling? At this rate, I'm going to have to try, aren't I? Oh wow, I like those. I do. And I don't know what that one is. Just like a little bunny, look. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. A little sunshine. Sunny Side Up, she's called. Got a little Easter egg basket with her. Oh look, they're so cute. So yeah, nice. I like it, but I guess everything on this front cover is in there. So she has like a little Easter egg basket, and there's all these other little baskets. Oh, they're sweet. But this one's my favourite, and this one. This reminds me of a little little outfit that Sophia used to have when she was a baby with ears. Just so cute. Aren't they adorable? So yeah, they're all in there. The cutest toys to crochet, 12 gorgeous patterns. Dress up Easter dolls. Wow. Makes me wish that I was the sort of person that did amigurumi. Look at her hair, isn't it gorgeous? Oh wow. I haven't ever. I've made an owl for Harley, and I guess you could say they're kind of amigurumi, and I made a donut. That's all I've done. So the magazine itself then, we've got 40 patterns for spring, and I don't know if you can see it too well. I can't really. It's a bit small picture and it's quite a bit of a jazzy, whatever that is. And then I've seen a lot of these pullovers where it's just one big kind of granny square. Not sure I'd like that. That's quite interesting. Because I was going to make a blind here. And that looks really nice. This is Sheepy's. I won't say the Sheepy's. It's Sheepy's Legacy. But look, it's kind of making a blind. Isn't that like fretwork type thing? That's kind of interesting. I like that. Yeah, I do. That'd look nice on my window of my yarn room. So let's see what we've got inside. Whoa. We got a Pikachu. I know Gemma would like that, and so would Gary's son Jamie. They're very much into Pikachu. Let's see what else we have. That's just lots of things that are going to be in this magazine, I suppose. Well, what I said I didn't quite get what that picture was a waistcoat with all these nice pastel shades, but there's a lot going on, isn't there? And then I've often made pencil cases and hook cases like that. I've got socks, very lacy socks, I'll give you. Tablecloth. I have made a tablecloth before a long time ago. So nice and as a very plain pullover. So let's see. And a little summer dress. Wow. Rico Rumi, which is Rico's little play on words. They're amigurumi yarns. Just an advert, I think, really. Lots of adverts in magazines, unfortunately. Let's move that phone before it ends up on the floor. Hooked. Rico So Cute. Is that just an advert? I think that's just, it's a shame that pattern's not in there because I might be inclined to make it. Although I would substitute that. Whenever I see crochet that looks like that, I don't do that stitch because it's not my favourite. And that is what's always put me off making wearables, is the treble crochet, which is a double crochet in the US. If I see wearables where it's just row after row of that, I would never wear it. So it's always put me off of making them because I hate that stitch. It's in lines and it's too big. And so whenever I see it, I will immediately substitute that for a half treble, which is a half double in the US. Or if it's made in the round, a CrochetRocks stitch, which is really a nice stitch if you haven't already tried it. But I love seeing little chunky cardigans. Or that's actually Karen Simply Soft. So, and I do have some of that, funnily enough, in my latest little unboxing. If you haven't seen it already, there'll be a link at the end. So I would make that, but I wouldn't do it in that stitch. So I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of row after row after row of UK trebles, which is a US double. It's just me. I know a lot of people do it. It's even simple things like if you have a look at my Christmas stocking that I made, there's no holes. It's not row after row of UK treble or US double crochet. It's smaller stitches because I don't want the things that I put in there poking through it. So even simple things like it's really just a Christmas decoration. To me, it's if you're worth doing, it's worth doing well, if you know what I mean. I know we all need treble crochets and double crochets US, and we also need the treble, which is our double treble, but they are very long and they have a place. So I'm just looking. These are inspiring books we have over here, and there's a little write-up about each one. So I've got a feeling I've seen that one. I might even have it, not sure. Pictures are a bit small of the books, but I think these are just people's not letters as such. They might be actually, or just little pieces. I think they're from readers, to be honest with you. Now there we've got sock yarn. I've started getting into some sock yarns, but I've never made socks with it, which is kind of, but that, I thought it looked familiar. That is the Mariner's Cozy, which I did buy some, but I bought a beautiful pink. It's not shown there, but it was absolutely astonishing. Gorgeous. And I do have a Mariner's unboxing, which I'll probably stick at the end as well now I've said it. But handmade studies and best in shows. It's just really little articles, and that's kind of different, isn't it? A nice little dress. It's not showing you how to make it, mind you, but there it is. There's a black one and a green one. Doesn't show you how to make it. Maybe it shows you where to go. Don't know. Doesn't look that difficult actually. So now we've got Spring Fling, and this is quite a nice little drapey Afghan or cover over, you know, and a tablecloth. So there we go. Oh, an unusual looking teapot. I don't have a teapot, so that's just a bit of a waste for me. So this is basically a pretty plain blanket, quite holey, and then little applique flowers are just sewn on. They're not in it. It's kind of pretty, very pretty, but won't be difficult. Doesn't look difficult in the slightest. This is similar to the tablecloth I made many years ago, but it was square. That one's a circle. I like the tatty edge. I kind of like that. It looks like you can make a multitude of errors and it's not going to make any difference. But I like that. It's kind of tatty edge. It's not bad. They've got a cushion to match. Not really a fan of it. Too many bits. I kind of think from a distance it would look nice. Like a rose perhaps. I don't know. And there's some flowers. Showing you how to make flowers. I used to make flowers for my mum and put stems on them and with wire inside and put them in her vases many, many years ago. I haven't done anything like that for a long time. And there's just showing you how to do it on the next few pages, and the patterns for all those things that you've seen, like the blanket. But there's all these flowers too. So as spring is coming, obviously they're getting a bit floral. And then all those pages are showing you how to make the tablecloth and all the other bits and bobs. So this looks interesting. Stylecraft 100% organic cotton. Stylecraft yarns did get a little bit, you know, samey and stuff, but they've really come into their own lately. I like everything I like is Stylecraft, especially my very, very favourite one. It's just so happened to have a ball out. Don't know why. So yeah, here we go. This is the cover picture, and to me, I'd never make this in a million years, because A, I don't want one big square, and B, I hate the sleeves. I'm really, really fussy with sleeves. I cannot bear anything this baggy. If I were making it, I'd make it 3/4 length sleeve, and I wouldn't do like bold colours with this nice blue. I would do blues so that it looked like it belonged there. I don't know, not my favourite, but I hate this kind of sleeve. I feel like it's laziness to make that kind of sleeve. I don't know if you agree or not, but you know, just because it's crochet, you can shape it. It doesn't, I know everyone, when you see the knitted patterns, they're always so lovely shaping. When you see crochet patterns, quite often they're not, and you think, why? It's only a stitch, which is a little tiny bit bigger than a knitted stitch, but it's still just a stitch we can still shape. But they don't. And there's the Pikachu pattern. He looks kind of cute. And what else we got? Lots of amigurumi, isn't it? We've got one specific booklet full of amigurumi, and then there's amigurumi in this. So if you subscribe today, you will get this Serdar Happy Chenille yarn pack. When you subscribe, you get, it's worth £36, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 yarns, but I don't know what size they will come up at. And if it's chenille, it won't be like a lot of yardage, I know, but enough to make a nice little project there. So that's if you subscribe to this magazine at this precise moment. What else we got? Jess's journal and Jess's makes this month. Like a little character hat. The patterns are not here. They're just showing what she's made. And there's some on the other side. Little bits and pieces. Really just adverts, you know, kind of adverts and show and tells. Right, now we've got one that's quite interesting, showing you how to make this collar. Dainty blooms combine to make a stunning embellishment. So there we go. You can make a little collar. I wonder if that means that these little collars are in fashion this year or not. Little collar. I've done that before. Now this one is more interesting. I know it's just plain, but therefore not like rows and rows of whatever. It's boucle yarn. It looks kind of fluffy actually. And although that's plain, I don't mind it. It's not baggy. I don't think I'd like the sleeves to be that long. That would annoy me. But that's not too bad at least. Little figure hugging maybe. That's right if you're that size. But yeah, that's a nice pattern actually, and it's a bottom warmer as well, which is quite nice. I like that. Very plain though, but it's nice. The yarn is the star in that occasion. I always say, if the yarn's the star, you don't need a fancy stitch. And then we've got a little girly dress. Made so many of those in my time. Quite a long time ago now, because I had boys, and then I had grandsons. Yeah, I did make Sophia a dress. It was similar to that, but it had a lot more. It was gold. I bought the pattern. She found this pattern that she liked from, I don't know, Shifio. Does that sound right to you? It wasn't cheap, and I made it in exactly the same yarn. It was white and it was gold, or cream and gold, with big daisies on, and like embossed ones. Yeah, sew them on, and it was kind of cute. Probably got a picture of it somewhere. There's a penny for. So, what we got now? This is just showing you how to make that dress with pattern inside and graphs and everything else. A new way with yarn. Can you imagine this? If you went and saw a yarn vending machine. Now, wouldn't that be fun? Can you imagine that in the break room at work? No Coke, just yarn vending machines. Wow, that's kind of an unusual little concept, don't you think? Obviously it's a big old article, can't really read it in this time frame. So now we've got Granny Square, and they've turned it into a diamond actually. Emerald cut it's called, which in actual fact is completely wrong. That's not an emerald cut, is it? That's a diamond. An emerald cut is square. Do they know nothing? They obviously don't know jewellery as well as I do. You know, something I know about is jewellery. So these Knit Pro waves, I've been eyeing these recently. They look a bit stumpy, but I'm not sure if they would be. I don't know if that might be my next review. I haven't actually got around to doing the review for the tulips yet, but I like these socks. They're kind of pretty. I'm not sure I'd like the feel of them walking on them though. You know when you get fluffy socks, quite often don't wear them inside my boots because, you know, I just feel I feel the pattern underneath when I'm walking. So that's the pattern on that couple of pages for that. So we've got baby blankets. A bit different, I guess. Unusual colours. Having said that, you know, the taste in baby stuff has changed. And I can remember when Charlotte had Sophia, she's what, 5.5 now. And she started putting her as a baby in things like black, you know, black leggings. And to me, it was like, oh, that's a bit unusual. But perhaps it isn't, you know, these days. It's just from when I was young, that wasn't a thing, you know. Didn't get black baby clothes and stuff. So now we're going to be crocheting around the world. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I'd love to have that. That's just I like it. It's cool. That is cool. Do you remember this dress? There was a thing on TV. There was an award ceremony, and somebody went wearing a dress like this made by a designer, and it was hundreds, maybe thousands, I don't know, but you know, when you look at it you think, God, I could knock that up for a few quid. Unbelievable. Quid is £1 if you didn't know that, those of you across the pond. So this is, oh look, a little makeup bag. I've done pencil cases and all sorts of things like that. That's pretty cool. You just need to know how to put your zip in. That does look like a very weird stitch though. I'm not sure what that is. Kind of looks knitted, but I don't, obviously it's not. It's unusual, I like that. I like that stitch. May have to investigate this one further. And then we've got buy 3 issues of Simply Knitting. Plug in the other one. And this is ball bells. So a bit of a garland with a difference. They're just balls and tassels and bells. Not my thing. But I know a lot of people do like that sort of thing. Ah, now this reminds me of something that I was going to make for Christmas. But this one's a Space Invader. But I was going to make something similar to that for Christmas for somebody, but it wasn't a Space Invader. I won't say what I was going to do in case I actually do it. So now we've got a crocheted rug. And that looks kind of nice. That's nice colours. You know, I like blue. I'm a bit of a blue girl. That is nice. And River Knits. River Knits. Obviously a company. I like this though. It's kind of different. That's their yarns. Obviously I haven't read this magazine yet. Not that I do read everything cover to cover. So here we have that. They're calling it Starburst. But this is the waistcoat that was on the front. It looks nice, but it reminds me of hippies. You know, flower power and sunny days. Not that I was around in those days, you know. Way too young. So, how do you work in spiral rounds? So this is a tutorial on working in a spiral round, which is one of the first things I actually learnt from my mother all those many years ago when she taught me. And then we've got show us yours. So everybody is showing their makes that they've done and bits and bobs. Readers. It's a little way to go. Yarn cakes. Ah, now we've got a piece all about yarn cakes. Who do we have? Oh, God. Put the old light on for this one. So we got Lion Brand Ferris wheel. That one at the top. There we go. I did actually see one of those on Amazon. I fancied trying, but I didn't. Then we've got the Karen cotton cake next to it, that one. Little write up on each. What's that one? Hobby Twister. That one's a Hobby Twister. And we have Rico Design Cotton Degrade. These sound very nice, but there we go. And this one is Stylecraft Batik Swirl and Sheepies Whirl Fine Art. So this is the batik and this is the Sheepies. I know it's not pronounced that way, but it is to me. Okay, so little write up on each of those yarn cakes, which I won't read right now. So the next issue's got a very odd looking pullover coming. Not so sure I'm a fan. And a floral motif hook coming. So you'll get a free hook in the next one. But although I like the colours, I don't like the point. That's the thing. It's not really, I'm not liking the point so much. I don't know. It might wear on me. Well, I'd say wear on me, but you know, it might grow on me. So then there's an exclusive offer. Save 70% over in the USA if you subscribe today. So you'll pay £4.61. Sorry, no, you won't. You'll pay $4.61 per issue if you subscribe today. So you'll get 70% off. But I think they do this quite often from time to time. So there's your little offer on there. And what do you have to do? Let's see. It's on order online at www.buysubscriptions.com, and it's SCUSP21 is the code. So if you want, you can just rewind that and jot that down if it interests you. Or you can call toll free on 855 827 8639 and quote SCU SP21. Same code, I think. So then there's these, you can order back issues if you've missed one. Incidentally, if you're in the UK and you have the app on your phone, then you can get to see this all for free. Obviously you don't get the magazine, you can just get the magazine, you don't get the free gifts or anything like that, but you can actually read it for free. So we've got in Crochet Essentials. I have talked about the app before, something digital beginning with R. Can't remember what it's called, but if I can, I will remember to put it in the description box below. So this is like the tutorial-y bit where they show you how to do stitches and techniques. What we got in here today, holding the hook. Well, I don't like the way they hold their hook. The way they hold their hook, to me, is setting them up for repetitive strain injuries. So I'm not about to change now anyway. And I don't see why they would plug any particular grip, especially one that, I know that's quite modern that people hold it like that, but it doesn't do you any favours down the road. So yeah, foundation rings, working stitches into a ring, how to change colour, increasing and decreasing, sewing seams, which is not a bad one because, you know, that's quite helpful, the sewing seams. You can see all these on tutorials online, and you can actually see someone doing it. How to count stitches, quite basic stuff. Half treble crochet, double crochet, these are obviously UK terms, so we'll skip ahead. And then we've got abbreviations, crochet hook conversions, which hook do I use, and UK/US conversions. So that's all on this page, which is actually an interesting and useful page if you're following tutorials and the person. It's like there's a few English people that I've seen, but they only use US terms, which I think is a bit confusing to people. Happy Berry is one of them, and is it Hook by Robin is another. They use US terms, and I think that if they don't mention that, you know, this is the US term, this is the UK term, I think it can confuse people big time, because they're the same names but just different stitches. So I like to always try and remind of both. I was getting a bit kerfuffle sometimes, like the other day. Not always, not often, but I did once get in a kerfuffle. So then there's a little thing about calligraphy, like a magazine that you can buy to do calligraphy. Love to be able to do that. Then we've got charts and diagrams. There's a lot in this issue, there is. So this is all the things that they've actually got in the magazine, obviously, and there's the diagram for the emerald cut, which is really nice. It's a diamond cut, and the rainbow tablecloth, and the Space Invader. It's not a bad magazine. Oh dear, so only cats can hear me soon. Sorry about that, getting a bit high-pitched, obviously excited. Making little monkeys. I think that means having children, not really like making them. Now that's nice. Summer accessories. That is very pretty. It's on the King Cole ad, so whether these things are on the King Cole website, I don't know, but I just feel a bit shortchanged if they show stuff and then they don't show you the pattern. But to be fair, I wouldn't need the pattern, but you know, I probably wouldn't make it. But it is nice. It's a very pretty scarf set and a little shawl and stuff. So that's it, cover to cover. A lovely little amigurumi book. So if you are into making these dress-up dollies, that is just so cute. I like them. I like them all, but that's my favourite. And this one. Well, and then I like that one. and all these little doodads. Oh, yeah, really cool. So yeah, hope you enjoy my little reveal of the Simply Crochet magazine. And if I can remember the name for the RB digital app, I'll put that in the description box or the comments and pin it to the top. Because if you don't care about freebies and you just want to look at the magazine, it's the best way to do it. So thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe and take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.